Hi everyone, let's start this video with the 7 myths regarding DNB. But before that, there is a disclaimer. All the information which you have regarding the DNB is of the time when DNB was a separate exam. But now, since it has been merged with the NEET PG exam, so the scenario has been completely changed.
क्या बोला तूने?
How? So let's see. First myth. जिनको MDMS नहीं मिलता वो DNB लेते हैं. Then my question to them is why 18 out of 1000 people chosen DNB last year instead of MDMS in top 1000 rank. They should have gotten MD radio also if they are under the 1000. Then why they have gone for the DNB degree? Next myth. DNB में लोग पास नहीं होते. During our MBBS course also many students fail during the first year and the final year because you know the reason. The lacking is not in the course, the lacking is behind our preparation. So that lead to that result of failure. In DNB, yes, the passing rate is not easy because here you have to earn the degree. You are not granted with the degree. Third myth, DNB वालों को market में कोई नहीं पूछता. Actually, the reality is patient wants good treatment and a compassionate doctor. So if you have both the qualities in you, no matter which degree you hold, you will be a successful doctor in the field. Fourth myth, you cannot be a AP in a medical colleges if you are a DNB trainee. But now the scenario has completely changed. If you are doing DNB from the more than 500 bedded hospital or from any DNB institute where the PG course is also run side by side, then you are eligible for the AP post directly. But if you are doing your DNB course from 100 to 500 bedded hospital, then you need an SRship of 1 year. And if you are doing DNB from the less than 100 bedded hospital, then you have to do the SRship of 2 years. So you can be an AP in a medical colleges according to which hospital you choose. So the SRship in the DNB are equal to the bonds which are in the MDMS courses. So the time will be equal if you want to reach to the post of the AP in both the scenario, whether it is DNB or it is MDMS. Fifth myth, DNB में stipend बहुत कम होती है, around 20,000. Nowhere in India DNB provides you with a stipend of less than 35,000. It varies from 35,000 to 90,000 plus according to the states. Sixth myth is that DNB is conducted by the private institutions, so that the fees would be higher. But no, there is a fixed fees for DNB trainees, that is 1.25 lakh plus GST, and it makes a total of around 1.47 lakhs per annum. So the fees is fixed all over India with 1.47 lakh rupees per annum, and which is almost nearby equal to the MDMS fees in most of the states. Seventh myth, MDMS is superior than DNB. Look, no one is superior nor inferior. Every MDMS college is not good and every DNB institute is not bad. Comparison cannot be done on the behalf of degree. It completely depends on your knowledge, your ability to treat, your patient interaction, your marketing strategy. Your success will depends on not on the basis of degree you will be succeeded. There will be no spoon feeding in both the degrees. You have to struggle on your own and you have to build your knowledge on your own. They can only guide you. I know you all must be confused now that how to decide what to take and from where to take. Then remember two golden rules. Everything that glitters is not gold and it's not dark. You just need to open your eyes. Don't worry, I will be covering each and everything in detail in my upcoming videos. So make sure that you doesn't miss or skip them. You can share your queries on the Insta or Telegram or in the comment section below. Thank you.